She fears a rare skin disorder might affect him.
Well, not from what he thinks of himself, but because of other people's reactions.
In a world where flawless skin is often seen as the ultimate beauty standard, people go to great lengths, from high-end skincare products to cosmetic surgeries, to achieve it. But what about those whose skin defies convention in ways we can hardly imagine? Instead of the usual blemishes or wrinkles, some individuals face truly extraordinary and bizarre skin conditions that go far beyond the norm. From mysterious growths that change shape to strikingly unusual discolorations, join us as we reveal 15 most unusual people with truly bizarre skin conditions that will leave you baffled. Number 15, Valeria Lukanova. Valeria Lukanova, also known as the Human Barbie, is a Ukrainian model who became famous for her extraordinary transformation into a real-life doll. Born in 1992, she has captivated people worldwide with her striking resemblance to the iconic Barbie. While some see her as an embodiment of perfection, her journey raises important questions about the lengths people go to achieve their ideal image. Valeria's transformation didn't happen overnight. Over the years, she has undergone several cosmetic surgeries, including breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, and facial contouring, to achieve her desired look. Her tiny waist, large eyes, and doll-like features have sparked a mix of admiration and concern. Many believe that her transformation stems from body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, a mental health condition where individuals become obsessed with perceived flaws in their appearance. For Valeria, achieving the perfect Barbie look became an all-consuming goal. Despite her dramatic change, Valeria insists that she has only had one surgery, breast augmentation, and attributes the rest of her transformation to makeup, contact lenses, and strict fitness routines. However, her extreme appearance and her promotion of a doll-like image have fueled debates about unrealistic beauty standards. While critics argue that her look perpetuates harmful ideals, others admire her for embracing a unique identity. Valeria's life is now centered around maintaining her Barbie-like image. On social media, she shares photos and videos that highlight her transformation, drawing a large following. Her content often focuses on beauty, fitness, and spirituality, resonating with many who admire her dedication to her persona. But living as the Human Barbie comes with a high price, both financially and emotionally. The constant pursuit of perfection leaves little room for contentment, as Valeria continues to seek changes to enhance her appearance further. While Valeria's story revolves around her quest for physical perfection, not all skin transformations are by choice. This next person's skin condition is both bizarre and entirely natural. Number 14, Venicio Riva. Venicio Riva's life has been marked by both pain and resilience. Born with a rare genetic disorder called neurofibromatosis type 1, Venicio's body is covered in growths, swellings, and itchy sores from head to toe. This condition, while not contagious, has made life incredibly difficult for him. The tumors that form under his skin not only alter his appearance, but also cause constant discomfort, leading to frequent bleeding. His undershirts often become soaked in blood from the open sores, making daily life a challenge. Venicio inherited this condition from his mother, who passed away after battling the same illness. His sister also suffers from a milder version of the disease, making it a family struggle. Despite the physical and emotional toll that neurofibromatosis has taken on him, Venicio has managed to navigate life with a sense of determination and strength. Living with such a visible condition has exposed him to the harshness of the world. Strangers often stare, avoid him, or treat him unkindly, which only adds to his struggles. However, one of the most touching moments in Venicio's life came in 2013 when he met Pope Francis. During a public audience, the Pope embraced Venicio, kissing his face and showing him a level of compassion that deeply moved people around the world. That moment became a symbol of acceptance and understanding, highlighting the humanity that transcends appearances. Number 13, Jangrui Fang. Jangrui Fang, a 101-year-old woman from Linlao village in China, has lived through more than a century of life, witnessing countless changes in the world around her. Yet nothing could have prepared her or her family for the shocking transformation that her body underwent in her later years. Zhang developed a rare and mysterious condition that left her with a horn-like growth protruding from her forehead. What began as a small patch of rough skin slowly turned into a startling 6-centimeter-long horn, leaving everyone puzzled and intrigued. The growth on Zhang's forehead is what doctors call a cutaneous horn, a condition that can develop from benign skin lesions like warts or sun damage. Although these growths are typically harmless, the size and appearance of Zhang's horn make her case particularly unusual. Even more surprisingly, a second growth began to form on the opposite side of her forehead, further deepening the mystery. For Zhang, this condition added a layer of complexity to her life that she never expected. As someone who was already navigating the challenges of aging, the horn became an additional burden. Her youngest son, Zhang Guozhong, recalls how the rough patch seemed insignificant at first, but as it grew, the family's concern deepened. With the second horn now emerging, Zhang's family is increasingly anxious about what this might mean for her health and well-being. Despite its unusual appearance, the horn has drawn both curiosity and concern from Zhang's community. Living in a small village where everyone knows each other, her condition has become a topic of local conversation. While the horn itself may not cause Zhang any pain, the uncertainty surrounding it has left her family eager for answers. They hope that medical experts can provide clarity and perhaps even treatment options to ensure Zhang's health remains stable. Speaking of unusual skin conditions, the next story is about a man whose face transformed in a way that's hard to believe. Unlike Zhang, his condition started with something as small as a pimple, but it spiraled into something much more dramatic. Number 12. Roger. For Roger, what started as a tiny, seemingly harmless pimple on his nose spiraled into something beyond imagination. Over the course of 12 years, that small blemish evolved into one of the most extreme cases of rhinophyma ever documented, a condition that left him with 2 massive growths on his nose, each the size of a tennis ball. Rhinophyma is a rare and severe subtype of rosacea, a skin condition characterized by redness and swelling, often in the facial area. In rhinophyma, the skin on the nose thickens and becomes bumpy due to an overproduction of oil, leading to a distorted appearance. While rhinophyma typically progresses slowly and might only cause a mildly bulbous nose, in Roger's case, the condition took a far more drastic turn. Over time, the growths became so large that they physically altered his ability to breathe, eat, and even see, as the weight of the growths pulled down his skin and obstructed his vision. The smell and discharge that accompanied the condition even attracted flies, turning everyday tasks into a nightmare. Rhinophyma is more common in men, particularly those between 50 and 70 years old. While the exact cause isn't fully understood, it's believed to be linked to an overactive sebaceous gland, which produces oil in the skin. Environmental factors, genetics, and possibly alcohol consumption are also thought to play a role. In the past, it was sometimes incorrectly associated with heavy drinking due to the redness and swelling it can cause. Roger's condition reached a point where surgery was the only option to regain some semblance of normalcy. Seeking help, he turned to Dr. Pimple Popper, a popular TV show known for tackling extreme skin conditions. Through a combination of surgery and specialized dermatological care, Roger was able to have the growths removed, dramatically improving his quality of life. Number 11. Rajeshwari. Can you imagine having a skin so rough and thick that it feels like stone? That's exactly what life is like for Rajeshwari, a young girl from India who lives with a severe form of ichthyosis, a rare skin condition that gives her a uniquely challenging appearance. Her story is both heartbreaking and inspiring as she faces daily battles that most of us can't even imagine. Ichthyosis is a genetic disorder that causes the skin to become dry, thick, and scaly. While some people might have a mild form of this condition, Rajeshwari's is particularly severe. Her skin becomes so hard and rough that it feels like stone, earning her the nickname, the child with stone skin. But this isn't just about appearance. Her condition affects nearly every aspect of her life. Her skin tightens so much that it can crack, causing immense pain and even limiting her ability to move freely. Imagine how difficult it would be to smile, walk, or even play without discomfort. Every day, Rajeshwari has to follow a strict routine to manage her skin. She spends long periods soaking in water to soften the hard scales. followed by applying thick layers of moisturizer to keep her skin from cracking. This isn't just a matter of comfort. It's necessary to prevent dangerous infections, as the cracks in her skin can easily become breeding grounds for bacteria. With her condition requiring such intense care, Rajeshwari and her family face not only physical challenges but financial ones as well. The cost of skincare products, frequent doctor visits, and potential hospitalizations is a significant burden for them. Despite these challenges, Rajeshwari's resilience shines through. She navigates life with courage, even though something as simple as playing outside can be a painful experience for her. While there is currently no cure for ichthyosis, ongoing research offers hope that better treatments might be available in the future. Rajeshwari's story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the most difficult circumstances. Can you imagine living a day in her shoes? Now, from one rare condition to another, let's move on to someone whose appearance has also captivated the world, but in a very different way. Number 10, Jesus Chuy Aceves. Sometimes life gives us challenges that we never expect, and how we respond to those challenges can define who we are. For Jesus Chuy Aceves, that challenge came in the form of hypertrichosis, a rare genetic condition that leads to excessive hair growth all over the body. Born in Laredo, Mexico in the late 1960s, Chuy's life has been profoundly shaped by this condition. His thick wolf-like hair covering his face, ears, and body earned him the nickname the Wolf Man, and his unique appearance has captivated the world. But Chuy's story is about much more than just his looks. It's about resilience, strength, and how he turned a rare condition into an opportunity to inspire others. Hypertrichosis is an exceptionally rare disorder, with fewer than 100 cases recorded in medical history. The condition, sometimes referred to as werewolf syndrome, can be either congenital, meaning present from birth, or acquired later in life. In Chuy's case, it's congenital, caused by a genetic mutation. This means that from the moment he was born, Chuy's body began developing thick hair in places where most people don't. Several members of his family also have the condition, making it a shared experience that connects them on a deep level. Growing up with hypertrichosis wasn't easy for Chuy. His unusual appearance made him a target for bullying and social isolation. Imagine being a child and constantly facing ridicule from peers because you look different. It's enough to break anyone's spirit. But instead of letting the negativity define him, Chuy decided to embrace his uniqueness. At a young age, he joined the circus, performing as the Wolfman. This decision transformed his life, allowing him to travel the world, make a living, and educate people about hypertrichosis. He turned what others might see as a disadvantage into a source of pride and purpose. Living with hypertrichosis requires consistent care and grooming. For Chuy, this means regularly shaving or trimming the thick hair that covers his face and body. This isn't just about appearance, it's also about hygiene and comfort. Maintaining his appearance is crucial for his public life, especially given his career as a performer. While there's no cure for hypertrichosis, Chuy has found a way to manage his condition and even thrive despite it. Number 9, Koswara. What if one day your skin started turning into something that looked like tree bark? It sounds like a nightmare. But for Koswara, known as the Tree Man from Indonesia, this was real life. Didi's skin was overtaken by a rare condition called epidermodysplasia verruciformis, which caused bark-like growths to cover his body. His condition wasn't just shocking, it highlighted the incredible challenges of living with such a rare and visible disorder. Epidermodysplasia verruciformis is a genetic disorder that makes the skin react abnormally to the human papillomavirus, HPV. For Didi, this meant that wart-like lesions turned into large tree-like growths, especially in areas exposed to the sun. His condition started during his teenage years and eventually covered his arms, legs, and face with growths that resembled tree branches, earning him his unforgettable nickname. Living with these growths was more than just a physical burden. It affected every aspect of Didi's life. Simple tasks like walking or using his hands became nearly impossible, and the constant stares and whispers from others added to his pain. Yet Didi's story resonated with people worldwide. shedding light on the emotional and physical struggles of those living with rare conditions. Didi's journey gained international attention when a video of him was posted online in November 2007. His story was shared on Discovery Channel, TLC's My Shocking Story, and ABC's Medical Mysteries. His perseverance in the face of unimaginable challenges made him a symbol of strength for many. Despite numerous surgeries to remove the growths, Didi's condition persisted. In August 2008, he underwent 9 surgeries that removed about 95% of the growths, allowing him to regain some mobility. However, the growths always returned, and he needed ongoing surgeries to manage the condition. Sadly, Didi Koswara passed away on January 30, 2016, at the age of 44. Though his life was marked by extreme challenges, his resilience left a lasting impression on the world. Now let's turn our attention to another individual whose skin condition turned everyday life into a battle. Number 8. Carrison D'Souza. For most of us, a sunny day is something to celebrate, a time to enjoy the warmth and beauty of the outdoors. But for Carrison D'Souza, a 29-year-old from Brazil, sunlight is a serious threat. Carrison has a rare condition called xeroderma pigmentosum, XP, which makes even the tiniest bit of sun exposure dangerous. Her skin burns and blisters with just a touch of sunlight, putting her at high risk for skin cancer. Imagine living a life where you have to avoid the sun at all costs, staying in the shadows while others bask in the light. Xeroderma pigmentosum is a genetic disorder that affects the skin's ability to repair damage from ultraviolet UV light. While most people recover from sunburns, those with XP, like Carrison, suffer severe and lasting damage. Her life is a constant balancing act. She must avoid sunlight as much as possible, staying indoors during the day or wearing protective gear if she needs to step outside. It's a challenging existence, filled with precautions that most people never even think about. Growing up with this condition was tough for Carrison. Kids can be mean, and she often dealt with cruel nicknames and stares from those who didn't understand. Walking down the street and feeling judged because of something beyond your control can be isolating. But despite the physical and emotional pain, Carrison has shown remarkable strength. Carrison's life took a brighter turn when she met her husband, who loves and accepts her for who she is. Their love story is a beautiful reminder that real beauty goes far beyond appearances. Despite the daily battles she faces, Carrison has found happiness, showing that even in the darkest moments, there's always hope. Speaking of an equally challenging condition, this next individual also lived with a rare and painful skin condition, but touched the world with his remarkable spirit. Number 7. Johnny Kennedy. Johnny Kennedy, often called the Butterfly Child, was a remarkable individual whose life story brought global attention to epidermolysis bullosa, as EB, a rare genetic disorder that causes the skin to be incredibly fragile, almost like the delicate wings of a butterfly. Born in 1966 in the United Kingdom, Johnny lived with the severe form of EB, which made even the lightest touch or smallest friction cause painful blisters and sores. His life was a powerful testament to resilience, courage, and the strength of the human spirit. Epidermolysis bullosa is a group of inherited disorders that result in extreme skin fragility. For Johnny, this meant that everyday activities like walking, wearing clothes, or even a simple hug could lead to painful injuries. From a young age, Johnny required constant care, including regular dressing changes and careful handling to prevent new blisters from forming. The cost of managing EB was significant, and his family spent thousands annually on specialized bandages, ointments, and medical care. Despite his condition, Johnny's spirit shone brightly. He was known for his sense of humor and his ability to find joy in life, even in the face of immense pain. In 2003, he gained widespread recognition through the documentary The Boy Whose Skin Fell Off, which detailed his daily struggles with EB and highlighted his remarkable resilience. The film touched millions of viewers and brought much-needed awareness to a condition that many had never heard of. Johnny didn't just share his story, he became an advocate for others living with EB. He worked tirelessly to raise awareness and funds for research into better treatments and potential cures. His efforts helped dispel myths about the condition and fostered greater understanding and empathy. Sadly, Johnny Kennedy passed away in 2003 at the age of 36. However, his legacy continues to inspire people worldwide. He left behind not only a powerful message of hope and resilience, but also a lasting impact on the EB community. Today, organizations like the Dystrophic Epidermolysis Bullosa Research Association, DEBRA, continue Johnny's mission, supporting individuals affected by EB and funding vital research. Number 6, Lucy Beal. Lucy Beal was born with a condition that most of us can't even begin to imagine. She has epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a rare genetic disorder that makes her skin so fragile that even the slightest touch can cause painful blisters and wounds. This condition affects only about 200 people in the United States each year, making it incredibly rare. When Lucy was born, doctors didn't expect her to survive infancy, but she defied all the odds, and now, at 24 years old, she's a living example of courage and resilience. Living with EB isn't just about physical pain, though that's a huge part of it. Every day is a challenge for Lucy. Simple things that most people take for granted, like putting on clothes or shaking hands, can be excruciating for her. But despite these hardships, Lucy has become a passionate advocate for herself and others who share her condition. She's dedicated her life to raising awareness about EB, showing the world what it's like to live with a condition that most people have never heard of. Number 5, Paul Carrison. What if your everyday health supplement turned your skin into a brilliant blue? That was the astonishing reality for Paul Carrison, known to many as the Blue Man. Born in 1945, Paul's life took a drastic turn when he started using colloidal silver, a solution of silver particles suspended in liquid. Believing it would improve his health, he began ingesting it regularly. However, this seemingly harmless supplement led to an extraordinary and irreversible condition known as argyria. Argyria occurs when silver accumulates in the body, leading to a bluish-gray discoloration of the skin. This happens because the silver particles deposit in the skin and other tissues, giving the person a striking, almost metallic appearance. For Paul, years of consuming colloidal silver turned his skin a vivid blue, making him look like a real-life Smurf. Although argyria itself doesn't pose health risks, the cosmetic effects are dramatic and can deeply affect one's life. Paul's unique appearance drew widespread media attention. He was featured in documentaries and news stories, becoming a symbol of the risks associated with unregulated health remedies. Paul used his platform to educate others about the potential dangers of colloidal silver, sharing his story with humor and resilience. His experiences serve as a vivid reminder to approach alternative health treatments with caution and skepticism. While argyria doesn't require extensive medical treatment, the emotional and psychological toll can be significant. For Paul, the constant attention and social stigma were challenging, yet he found peace in sharing his journey and connecting with others who faced similar struggles. The financial costs associated with colloidal silver, often falling into unregulated supplement categories, can add up, leading to unexpected consequences, as seen in Paul's case. Paul Carrison passed away in 2013, leaving behind a legacy that underscores the importance of understanding the potential effects of alternative health products. Number 4, Winnie Harlo. Winnie Harlo, born Chantel Brown Young on July 27, 1994 in Toronto, Canada, is a world-renowned fashion model and public spokesperson for the skin condition vitiligo. Rising to fame as a contestant on the 21st cycle of America's Next Top Model, Harlo has since redefined beauty standards and inspired millions with her striking appearance and powerful story. Winnie's skin condition, vitiligo, is characterized by the loss of pigmentation in specific areas, creating striking white patches on the skin. This happens when the melanocytes, which produce skin color, are damaged or destroyed. Though the precise cause of vitiligo isn't fully understood, it's thought to be an autoimmune disorder where the body mistakenly attacks its own pigment-producing cells. While vitiligo can affect anyone, it becomes particularly noticeable and striking on individuals with darker skin tones like Winnie's. Vitiligo is as unpredictable as it is unique. The patches can spread and evolve over time, which often brings significant emotional and psychological challenges. In a society that often idealizes uniformity, vitiligo's distinct patterns can feel both unusual and compelling. creating a natural mosaic effect on the skin. For Winnie Harlo, this condition meant dealing with bullying and teasing as a child, being labeled with names like zebra and cow. However, Winnie turned these adversities into strength. Embracing her distinctive appearance, she became a beacon of self-acceptance and body positivity. She's used her platform to advocate for diversity in the fashion world, demonstrating that beauty lies in our differences rather than conformity. While there's no cure for vitiligo, treatments like topical steroids, light therapy, and skin grafts can help manage its appearance. Despite this, Winnie often chooses to showcase her natural skin, embodying her message that true beauty comes from within. Number 3. Kayla Hansen. Kayla Hansen's reality is marked by an unending battle with one of the most severe cases of complex regional pain syndrome, CRPS, ever documented. At 32, Kayla endures a level of pain that surpasses what most people could ever imagine, earning CRPS its chilling nickname, suicide disease. The agony she experiences feels like an unrelenting mix of being stabbed, stung, and burned simultaneously, making every day a harrowing struggle. This debilitating condition has transformed Kayla's life in profound ways. CRPS causes her skin to blister and bleed, making even basic tasks like washing her hands impossible. Doctors have observed that her severe symptoms are so intense that her burn marks seem to originate from within her body rather than from external sources. The severity of CRPS goes beyond typical pain levels, often surpassing the discomfort experienced from broken bones, childbirth, or cancer. The emotional toll of living with CRPS is as severe as the physical pain. Many individuals suffering from this condition face such overwhelming discomfort that it drives them to contemplate suicide. Kayla's experience sheds light on the urgent need for effective pain management strategies and comprehensive support systems for those enduring such extreme conditions. This next person on our list is one of the biggest mysteries to doctors worldwide. Number 2. Tom Tenant. Tom Tenant's life is a compelling medical mystery that continues to baffle experts worldwide. Born with an excessive amount of wrinkled skin, Tom, now 11, is the only child known to have such a rare condition. This skin abnormality, characterized by an unusual amount of flabby, folded skin, presents a puzzle that has left doctors scratching their heads for years. Despite numerous examinations, medical professionals have yet to identify or name Tom's condition. The excess skin covers his entire body, creating a visually striking appearance that has intrigued and puzzled the medical community. Questions abound regarding the origin of this excess skin, potential treatments, and the long-term implications for Tom's health. To date, there are no definitive answers, leaving Tom's condition shrouded in mystery. However, Tom's resilience in the face of this medical enigma is truly inspiring. Despite the lack of clarity surrounding his condition, Tom continues to live his life with courage and determination. His situation underscores the critical need for further research into rare and poorly understood health issues. Number 1. Samara Rose in graphia. We all know how much it hurts to get even a tiny burn, right? Now imagine living with that burning sensation every single day. That's the life of Samara Rose in graphia, who battles not one but two rare and painful conditions, erythromelalgia and Raynaud's syndrome. Erythromelalgia, also called burning man syndrome, makes Samara feel like she's constantly on fire. It's not just a slight discomfort, it's a never-ending, intense burning that turns even the simplest activities into painful challenges. Imagine every touch, every movement feeling like you're being burned. That's what she deals with daily. On top of that, Samara also has Raynaud's syndrome. This condition causes her blood vessels to overreact to cold or stress, making her fingers and toes turn white or blue and feel numb and icy cold. Living in Michigan, where winters can be brutally cold, makes managing this condition even harder. She has to be extremely careful to avoid situations that might trigger her symptoms, which limits her ability to enjoy normal activities or social events. Her father also suffers from erythromelalgia, creating a unique bond between them, but it also amplifies the challenges they face together. The constant pain and the isolation from living with such rare conditions are tough, and it shows how deeply chronic pain can impact not just one person, but an entire family. Their story highlights the need for better support systems and treatments for rare conditions like theirs. Samara's life is all about balance, avoiding anything that might trigger her symptoms. Whether it's hot or cold, any extreme temperature can send her into agonizing pain. Simple things like going outside or touching cold objects become incredibly difficult, and she has to be extra cautious every day. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these skin conditions intrigued you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this cases of bizarre skins mind-blowing, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. For equally interesting videos, click on any of the videos that pops up on your screen.